Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. You know that business where someone has a product, someone is selling a product, and then he wants the product to get to more consumers, he wants to get more customers, and then he invites someone to buy the product from him, and then he said to this person, if you can sell the product to more customers, if you are bringing more people to buy this product, you are going to get commission on each person you bring. And the tree goes on as you bring in more people into the business, you get more commission. This type of business is what we refer to today as network marketing or multi-level marketing, or some refer to it as pyramid scheme. What is the Islamic ruling on this type of business transaction or this type of business mode? Our scholars, that is contemporary scholars, they have disagreement on in their opinion on the Islamic ruling of this type of business transaction or business mode. We have majorly two different opinions from scholars on this type of business transaction. The first opinion is permissibility, and the second opinion is prohibition. For those who are of the opinion that it is permissibility, they are the minority among the contemporary scholars, and they could be further classified into two. We have some of them who are of the opinion that the permissibility of this type of trade transaction, network marketing, is absolute permissibility. It is permissible without any condition. And we have some who are of the opinion that no, the permissibility is not absolute, it is with conditions. We have some who gave just a condition, we have some who gave two conditions. For those who gave just a condition, they said the condition is that there should be a real product being sold by the company, by the business, not just an imaginary product. For those who gave two conditions, they said number one, the buyer of the product, this person coming in to buy the product and bringing in more people, should actually want to get the product. Probably the person is selling hair cream, body cream, drugs and things like that, phones, accessories. The customer, the consumer, should need the product, should be in need of the product, and that is why he's coming to buy, not because he wants to get the commission. And the second condition is that the goods should be sold according to the market price. If it is sold in the market 1,000 naira, for example, it should be sold in that business also 1,000 naira. So these are the conditions given by those who are of the opinion that this business transaction is permissible. And the evidence, of course, is number one, that very principle that we do say about business transaction, that al-aslu fil mu'amalat al-ibaha. The status quo of business transaction is it is permissible, it's permissibility, until there is a clear-cut evidence from the Quran or the Sunnah, from other evidence, a source of evidence, that it is now prohibited. And of course, they said this commission is not riba, because it is like a middleman coming in, and I'm giving this middleman a commission for the work he's doing. What is the work? He's bringing in more people to buy the product. So as I'm selling more of my product, I'm giving this middleman a commission, which is, I don't see any problem in that. So that is their own evidence. For those with the opinion of prohibition, they said this is riba. Why should you bring in someone? The person is buying a product maybe with 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000, and this person is expecting more commission from the. Secondly, they said people coming into this business are not interested in the product, they are actually interested in the commission. And we see this in reality where the product being sold by these people are not in, some are even buying this product that they don't need it, but because they want to get the commission. But I see that the major problem in this type of transaction, wallahu alam, is when it contains a Ponzi scheme. And what do we mean by a Ponzi scheme? It's when the business does not actually have a product it's selling, or the product is an imaginary product, and he uses the money of the first customer or the first middleman to pay the next one. So if A comes in and he pays, Then A brings B into the business. He uses the money of B, who is now paying a new amount, or who is now registering into the business. He uses that money to pay part of it, of course, to pay A's commission, and it goes on like that. C comes in, pays an amount of money. He uses the money of C to pay A and B, and it continues like that. At the end of it, you see that the business is going to collapse at the end, and that is what we see in reality with majority of the business mode that involves network marketing. Wallahu alam, I think if some of these things that scholars have said, if it's clear, we don't see it in network marketing, business as a real product being sold, it is being sold with the market price. So even if you go to the market, you meet it with the same price, and when you come here to the business owners, you meet it at the same price. If it is being sold like that, then no problem. Of course, there could be variation, maybe a little uh, increase or decrease here and there in the price of the goods. And of course, if it is not based on the Ponzi scheme, because this Ponzi scheme is what you see in your MMM that has been collapsed, your CBEX and things like that. And today we have more and more and more of it, which I don't want to mention names, that people who are reasonable will know that this is going to collapse soon. So we need to be very careful. We need to know what we are doing so that we won't waste our money believing that we are. There are some other nuances and some other explanations to these in terms of the moral aspect, even not just the religious aspect of it, not just the Islamic ruling of it. There are some of the moral aspect of it where it is those at the top that are gaining in this business, this network marketing, this pyramid scheme. The Ponzi scheme, if it contains the Ponzi scheme, those at the top are the one gaining. They are the one getting more money. Those at the bottom are the ones suffering. And you see, but there is no time to discuss some of these things. This is just the Islamic ruling on it. These are the opinions of scholars on it. I think the closest opinion to the truth is it's prohibited if it contains all these things we mentioned, and it is permissible if it is free and clear from all these things mentioned. Wallahu alam. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.